We've been seeing and hearing a lot about this phone, the upcoming OnePlus Open, OnePlus's first foray into foldable territory. Hey guys, Ash here, and today on C40 Tech, let's take a look at some of the awesome features that the Open is expected to have. There's one big one that might actually surprise you. So let me go ahead and round up all the rumors and leaks into one video here. Now before we talk about that big feature, let me get this out of the way. Early on, we had a lot of rumors going around which made it seem like the OnePlus Open was just gonna be a Oppo Find N2 Fold rebranded. Now don't get me wrong, I love the Find N2 Fold. It was one of the most compact foldables around and yet managed to offer a stellar in-hand experience. But going by leaks, the leaked images and videos that we've seen, it seems like that's just not gonna be the case here. The OnePlus Open, it's expected to be an entirely different phone aimed squarely at the OnePlus audience. And why I say OnePlus audience in particular is because of this. See this? OnePlus's staple convenience feature, the alert slider, that's expected to make its way over to the OnePlus Open. Now barring that, this is also expected to be a larger phone than the Find N2 Fold. When you look at it, the N2 Fold had a 7.1-inch panel on the inside, while the Open is expected to have a 7.8-inch display. Now, this is expected to be a 10-bit OLED with a 120Hz refresh. Some reports indicate the Open could have the most subtle crease we've ever seen on a foldable, and I think that would be pretty cool. Now, on the outside, we are expected to see a 6.3-inch OLED panel, again with a 120Hz refresh. Now, this is rumored to be a 20 or 21:9 aspect ratio panel, which should be a lot more usable than, say, Samsung's 23.1:9. For the back, OnePlus is supposed to be using vegan leather, at least that's what I can tell from the pictures. If that turns out to be true, it should be great for ergonomics. Now on the inside, this is OnePlus's flagship foldable, their first flagship foldable, so of course leaks and rumors have indicated the latest chip for the moment, Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, 16 gigs of LPDDR5X RAM, 512 gigs of UFS 4.0 storage, so all top of the line flagship specs, and OnePlus is also expected to be working on Oxygen OS for foldables, which I really hope fares better than something like MIUI for Fold. Because as much as I loved the Mix Fold 3, the fact that it didn't have some of the multi-app functionality that Samsung does, I feel it hurt the experience a bit. I wish OnePlus can do better. Now on the battery front, the Open is expected to sport a 4800 mAh battery and ship with an 80-watt charger in the box, or 67. I've heard it both ways.
Yeah, I've heard it both ways.
I'm guessing this could be a market dependent thing because OnePlus has a track record of doing this in the past. Anyways, let's not talk about that big one I mentioned at the start, but before that, let's take a look at a few things. This is a Xiaomi flagship. This is a Xiaomi foldable. This is an Oppo flagship. This is an Oppo foldable. Do you see a trend there? The flagship phones all seem to have bigger camera bumps than the foldables. And I guess that makes sense given the size constraints that come with foldables. But this is your current OnePlus flagship, and this is supposed to be the new OnePlus Open, the foldable. Yeah, it still has the Hasselblad logo, but more importantly, just look at how big this camera array is supposed to be. OnePlus is rumored to be working on dedicated camera hardware for the Open so as to not compromise the camera experience despite having lesser space for the sensors. Rumors indicate a pair of 48 megapixel sensors for the primary and the ultra-wide with a 64 megapixel sensor for 3x telephoto. Both the telephoto and the primary are expected to have optically stabilized lenses. Now, if the telephoto sensor was large enough, I wouldn't be surprised to see OnePlus offer a center sensor readout to effectively make it 6x lossless. So cameras seem to be high on OnePlus's list of priorities for the Open, and that seems to be a major departure from what other brands have been doing so far. Talking about departures, pricing, we've got leaked prices and that show this phone is expected to be priced under 1.2 lakhs, which is a departure from what OnePlus have typically charged for their phones. That said, if this rumor turns out to be true, the Open would still be a good 23% cheaper than the Z Fold 5 in India. So if you're from a different market, check out the Z Fold 5's price in your market. Do the math, 22% lesser than that. That should roughly be the expected price for the Open. And I think that pricing is not too bad for a first gen product. Anyway, guys, these are all the leaks and rumors that I've been seeing about the Open. It is expected to be announced next week, and hopefully I get my hands on one and I can bring you more coverage. For now, thanks for watching. Bye bye.